Hey, what's up, you guys? Back to my channel. Today's video was kind of last minute, and I will be honest, but I got inspired by an old drawing I did. It's not redrawn, but I got inspired by it. And what I want to try to do is see if I can create something similar to this. And it's basically a planet with a long tongue and weird stuff around it, and you have a crown. So guys, get into it, and let's have some fun. And this is the first page in the new sketchbook, and I'm like really excited for it, low-key. I haven't really been drawing in it just because I really want the first page to be released on camera. But after this, no whole bars. So let's just check the first page. Yeah, the paper just really soft. I'm sorry, I'm not used to nice things. So I'm really excited. I really have been, I don't know. This past week been really crazy. It's not due to me, but I'm gonna say it out loud. It's been really crazy. So I see so far, it's a circle that's basically split in half with small space in between. Okay. I might change how the shape is, because you can see the shape right here. It's more like, I didn't really pay attention to how I spaced it out. So let me see. So I'm gonna manipulate pose a little bit. And that's okay to do it all the time. I remember I was drawing yesterday. It was not drawing yesterday in a separate sketchbook. It's my sketchbook. So all I did is get ironed out before going into the sketchbook. It's also good practice too. It was really good practice. If you ever want like be like, oh, so basically I'm doing 2 sketchbooks at once. It's fun though. It's fun. So let me see. Got the line. Now I need to make sure. Yeah, like I don't want to make it too separated because apparently the gap in between with the mouth does connect. But also, you don't want to make it like that. What I'm about to do, like make it so like smaller than the top. So you gotta be very careful on that. I always say, oh, like I'm sorry, like I know I'm a bad teacher, but I'm just like that's one thing I can't say. Like be mindful about your spacing and how we're using the space. Either you can use most of the space. I'm only using like, I'll say at least 1/4 of the space I have, because this is like big and huge. So I'm gonna color this in, and that's the other half. Ooh, the paper is so nice. I can't even lie. Like if you do really good sketches, if you do really like sketches, this paper is really nice for that. It's like, it's just laid down right. I hope you guys can see that. Let me see. Yeah, it's just very light. It's just very light sketching. Don't worry, I'm gonna dark up some of the values and stuff as I go. Let me see. Next thing I'm gonna try to do is trying to see if I can add my bubble brows and weird eyes. For this, I'm gonna try to see go out the mold like I always do. I always, like when I do eyebrows, I always try to go outside the mold. Yes, because that's what I prefer to do, because like I think the eyebrows are like, if they're like this shape, they're gonna be outside the face a little bit. And the eye is gonna be like somewhere more center in the face. So like this. He look creepy. Golly, he look creepy. Let me see something. Look at his darkness up. I don't even know where I don't think I can understand where his mouth really ends, because it's like not dark. Let me see. Yeah, I get it now. Also, if anybody wondering what I'm using, I mean the erasable color pencil. Erasable color pencil by Prismacolor in Carmen Red. Oh god, in Carmen Red. Yeah. Okay, get that established. The next thing we're gonna work on is the tongue. You might be saying that's gonna be super easy. Kind of not, because I kind of messed myself up right here. Can I leave space for the tongue? So what I'm gonna do right here is give myself a good ample space. I'm kind of want to make it into the center. This was always my problem with doing tongues. I always make one like part of the tongue, like either the left or the right side too big, and never try to make it the same side for some reason. Let me see. Because I'm not really getting that. Because it's more circular, but I kind of want to add more movement to it. So that's why. So let me see. Also, like, disclaimer, I got inspired off, it was an older post a long time ago on Instagram when I started like drawing. It was wearing like, I started my very first sketch, not very first sketchbook. Yeah, I guess I got my very first sketchbook on this channel. Actually, it was like the really beginning of my channel when I did like experiment with some things like that. Just because I wanted to be fatter, but also more like, I don't know. It's like, I don't know why I do that. Like, I guess because I like, when it comes to like fashion, when it comes to like the fashion and stuff, I love playing with shapes and like sometimes textures and stuff like that. It's really cool. To me, it's really cool. Yes, because it add more variety to your outfit, make it more unique instead of just like being a flat, boring, one thing outfit. And that's okay for some people, but I guess can do it. Let me get more of that white out. Let me see. Let me see how I look with it 12 times over to this. It's nice, but I still think it could be better. So let me see something. Let's see. Yeah, that's what it was. I wanted it more fatter around like when it come out, and then like thinner, like a little bit thinner at the bottom. So like, yeah, like that. My details to it, but I'm gonna come back to it too. I just want like what I did like to do. I like to say all my groundwork first, and didn't go in for like the minor details and stuff. So the crown, I'm kind of synonymous with crowns. Not on my channel, but for my art. Reason why, because all my favorite characters are like some of my favorite characters I've done have crowns that represent this weird thing in my world and this little crazy world I'm making up. Ooh. I like how I got that so done. And the crowns are like not like based on anything. If I did actual crown, like actual detailed crown, bro, that would take too long because of all the gems, all that. But I like this more cartoony version of the crown. Yes, because it's easier to do and it's not easy to replicate. Because most of the time, I don't animate or do call myself a cartoonist. Most of the time, people will do shortcuts to do certain things like this. So they'll just do a basic crown with, you know, with like simple shapes like triangles or circles, and not trying to add all the major details, because then all the focus will be up on the crown and not the actual person. So it's good. It's a good balance. It's a good balance, I think. It's a good balance. Let me see. Do you want to change that expression? I want to see if I can change that expression up a little more. Yeah, I like that expression more. It's more of like, let me see. This eye not giving it. That eye is giving it. It looks. Let me see. And I'm gonna darken the eyes to make sure you guys understand. And I understand better. Ooh, that took it there. That took it there. You might say you kind of could do that with the eyebrows too, but I kind of like blocky shapes in all my art, so please forgive me for that. But I got like slightly more details in there. I like adding little blush marks. He didn't mind ever wearing makeup. I would add that to characters wearing makeup, but I like it. Add more of an edge to this, so you know, because that kind of got lost in the middle. Now I'm thinking about doing that, but it doesn't look right. It kind of makes it look like he's just opening his mouth. Really, just like it's supposed to be two halves coming undone. So no. But what I will do, I'll just outline it just in case. Outline it just in case. Just outline it. If I do want it there, I'll just shade it. It'll just be there. The next thing I see, they're floating chunks. Something I also did in my newer art for some reason. I don't know why. I do it because it's like it's really nice and cool. So I am going into these floating chunks. Oh, I'm not even showing the picture. So I'm sorry, but he's like some of the details I was talking about in the floating chunk. What I did back in the day that I did not like, I layer on top of the actual sketch I actually did. What I mean by that, I layer other stuff on top of the sketch and kind of start the image of the actual sketch for me sometimes. I did not know why I did that. So let me see. Let me see, do chunks. I'm more easier to make them now, but you gotta make, like, when I realize something, you gotta make them, if you're trying to make them more organically, you just gotta play with the shapes and see what fits well. Don't try to do like a similar shape in a similar space, because like it's all about variety in this case. Now you could say I could add what's it called, other plants around it. The reason why I'm saying, like, if it's one plant that's like this, I think all plants would be like this. If I could do something cool, it's an idea that I just came up with. Let me see, give me a second. I just want to make sure this tongue is sticking out. Reason why, because sometimes it doesn't capture on camera, but I can see it very well, so I'm trying to make sure everybody can see it. It also helped me out and understand that, like, darken the values early on instead of later on, which I also have a problem with. The next thing I kind of want to do, I kind of add him a little frame. It's a little frame. It's just a little frame. And I kind of got inspired by another drawing here. Let me see. It is a UFO drawing, but I think about if I add him a little moon, maybe like a prince or something like that. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna draw this close by. Actually, give him some space. The reason why, if you draw characters too close together, I realized a long time ago, they kind of can't fit. They can't do right together. So if you do, like, you only work really well in collages because you're kind of cramming all the characters in, so it's so well. But if you have the ample space and you don't have to, like, make them so close together, you know. And I'm just trying to make him looking at him. So my bubble brows are gonna be more of a angrier expression. Sure that value established in the eyebrow, and then we're gonna make sure we understood that these are eyes. But get him some form of expression right here, framing them and separating from the actual bubble brows, because that's one thing I have a problem with. Sometimes I realize you can't tell where the eyes actually are unless you really pay attention. And that's okay for me, because I like playing with shapes. Again, I want to get him open mouth, and again, like, really bad teeth. I don't know why. I don't like, it's hard to do actually, like, dental teeth, like good dental teeth, or you want to make it look procedures and stuff, but I don't know. Let's see. I just want to start getting the values a little bit, just to make sure it pop out. The next thing I could do is just, like, get him a crown as well. I want to get him some, like, chunks around him. I'm calling it chunks. And the crown would be, like a simple crown. So it's not like he's just the prince, or he's just, or I don't know. It's not the queen. The queen will get more elaborate crown than this. Trust me, it will get more of an elaborate crown. But separate them a little further. I'll make the crown like this. Maybe I can add some little, like, light circling to, like, moon craters or something like that. I have no idea. That was a bad idea. But he have nothing to ratio him. It's like nothing like going on for him. So he got the crown and everything. But what I can do with that is this. I like eyeball, but if I translate that all around the design, it don't look eyeball. And plus, it's different. Let's have fun, all right? It's not gonna be the best. And this is a new idea I came up with just now. So it's nothing planned. It wasn't planned. And that's one thing about art you gotta kind of understand, like, all the time. It's not gonna be what you thought it would be, so it's never gonna be what you thought it would be. So let me see, add more shape to it. Yeah, it looked pretty good. I'm sorry, like, I always try to make sure the camera is, like, you can actually see and the light is not too distorted. And I know sometimes when I do the videos, like, get a better light or get a better camera. I'm like, I don't have the money. I'm broke half the time, and plus bills are a thing. So no. Not no getting a better camera, no, or no just spending money on something I can do out for a second. And then the last thing I want to add, just the last thing for this drawing, is it's a drip on the tongue. Cause sometimes I'm very like, for every time I do tongues, I always have to do a drippy tongue. So let me see how I can do it. Because the rest thing how gravity will work, but it's not gravity, it's not real life. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with it where I want the liquid to start and see how it goes. What I always do when I always mess up on this part is I always exaggerate it, and I don't like that sometimes. So I'm just gonna do a tasteful amount, tasteful. And when I mean by tasteful, I'm gonna do it like this. Like you can clearly see what I'm doing, but it just adding it just where I need to be and not adding it so much, and adding like if I want to add like a little, if I want more details like what I'm doing now, adding like all these drips coming off of it. The chunks are all different entities. So what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna outline these real quick just so you guys can see it. I know I just sketched very light, sorry. I just sketched very light, that's why I just know. And this is fun. Okay, well guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun to do. I really like this page. I really like it. I'm a more, of course, filling the page, like more of the page that's up offline, just because I just love it. I just hit the camera. I just love it so much. And it's different what I've done recently with character designs or even like designs in general. So I'm kind of happy I went back to some of my older stuff and just like got re-inspired by it. I really did enjoy this video. If anything you want me to do, please comment down below. I always want to hear you guys gotta say. You guys are awesome and amazing. Hope you guys see you guys in the next one. And have fun, guys, and stay safe out there. Recently, it's been like a big hurricane or a big storm coming through. And I hope you guys stay safe out there. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.